Today, many migrants and advocates are pushing back against the new Florida immigration law.
Yeah, thousands are expected to march in downtown Fort Myers and then along Palm Beach Boulevard protesting this new law, and it is expected to impact traffic in the area. We want to show you the route. So the march will start at Centennial Park in downtown Fort Myers, and then the marchers, we're told, will travel down First Street through downtown and then onto Palm Beach Boulevard. The march will end near Miramar Street. That's in the Tice area. So both Fort Myers Police and Lee County Sheriff's deputies say they will be out. They will have law enforcement in the area for extra added security.
Fox 4 anchors Nadine Yanis and Chris Earl are in downtown Fort Myers right now for that march.
Yeah, and the protest march will begin in just about an hour. Chris, Nadine, are you seeing people arrive already? I see a few behind you, but they look like they're wearing vests. So are those workers or organizers?
Good morning, Chris and Amy. And yes, people are starting to trickle in here. We are just by the bridge for Cleveland Avenue, right before the Caloosahatchee, just west of downtown Fort Myers. But this will be stretching, as you noted, more than 4 miles east down First Street and Palm Beach Boulevard. As more people are coming in, Nadine Yanis and I have been listening to some people talking about why this day is important to them. And as we're approaching Saturday, July 1st, with those new laws, new rules on the books that Florida lawmakers just passed, that Chris and Amy had just mentioned, we can definitely hear the concern in their voices.
Absolutely. So this is being called the Grande Marcha Pacifica in Spanish. Now, translating to that, it is the Grand Peaceful March today. And Amy, you had asked who was trickling in. It's everybody, some migrants, some migrant advocates, citizens, non-citizens, but the concerns are there as those laws are going to be taking place on Saturday.
And we also heard about from a half hour ago when you interviewed a gentleman named Oscar. He says he lived in Bonita Springs for 18 years. And he talked about why this was important to him. Not a citizen, but also one where, I mean, he's part of the fabric of Southwest Florida. And you wonder how many other Oscars are out there who might also be coming out here today to make their presence known throughout Fort Myers.
Usually when you think of migrant workers, they keep their head down, they work quietly and just come home to put food on the table. But they're not going to be quiet today because the concerns are valid. I want to go ahead and bring in Maria Plata, who's here marching along everybody today. What is the message from downtown Fort Myers across this march today?
We just want to publicly oppose SB 1718 and also just make a safe space for everyone who is not feeling welcome at the time, and we want to make sure that they know we are here standing with them.
What are we going to expect today?
We're going to expect, a 4-mile march, but with that, we'll also have some time afterwards to speak with faith leaders. We'll also have some folkloric dances as well as music afterwards.
So celebrating the culture on top of all of that as well. What is concerning about these new laws?
It's concerning that many people are living in fear, right? They are distressed because they are wondering if their families are going to be broken apart because of these laws. They're also very worried about how this will affect their daily lives. Will they be able to feel comfortable to go to the hospitals, for example? That's a huge concern for many people and their health, right? And then also the mental health that people, we want to make sure that people are taking care of themselves. But with these laws, people are wondering, can I go outside safely? Or will there be more chances of being racially profiled?
Just quickly, I was looking at the stats here. Non-citizens, immigrants make up 8% of the population here in Florida, 37% of agriculture, 23% of construction jobs. I mean, this is a huge part of our economy.
Yes, it definitely is. I think everybody in Florida knows somebody, whether it's someone that works for you, someone that goes to your church, or someone that sits with your children in school that are possibly of a mixed status family, right?
To our viewers who are on board with these new laws, who feel they are in support of it, what's the message today?
I think it's really important to remember at the end of the day that people are human. We all deserve to not live in fear, and that families are going to be broken apart because of this. And although we understand that immigration, there are some things that we want to change, and we know they can't change always right away, but it's really important to remember at the end of the day, there's a person behind this that's going to be affected by this law.
Maria, thank you so much for taking time this morning. It's going to be a long, hot day, so make sure you guys are hydrated as well. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
But we've seen this, as Maria noted, not just the cultural impact, but also economic impact. We've covered stories in Immokalee with the agricultural industry. We talk about the need for roofs all throughout Southwest Florida, construction, building, trucking. We've seen some people talking in the trucking industry about the impact of this, so it's very wide-ranging.
And you think about the Latino population in places like Collier County and Immokalee. You also think about even our Haitian community. We spoke to the Haitian American Society here in Fort Myers. They say they have people wondering how and when can I leave Florida. So we will see how this will impact our state moving forward come July 1, and we'll also see what the message is today in Fort Myers.
Nadine and I have complete coverage of this for the next few hours. Again, a 10 o'clock start. This goes 4 miles down First Street, then Palm Beach Boulevard, close to the Tice neighborhood. Anticipate probably 11:30, maybe noon it might wrap up for the 4 miles, but then after that, it could be staying as late as 5 o'clock for some of the events, talking with faith leaders, as Maria noted. So we'll be here on Fox 4 as reporting live from downtown Fort Myers. Chris Earl and Nadine Yanis, Fox 4 News.
Chris and Nadine, we will see you again in just a little bit.